Okay, Big Wolf on the Campus, Season 3, Episode 8. Anti-Claus is coming to town. We have our first ever Christmas episode, which, given the strange continuity of the series, supposedly taking place all in one year, kind of makes sense, but then you got that 70s show who had various Christmas episodes, despite the fact that, the show lasted 8 years, but it only went 4 years in continuity time. So, I don't know. This is they've been seniors for 3 years of normal time. Almost 3 years. But yes, Christmas episode. Merton is doing caroling. We get an appearance from Timmy Eckert after I put my foot in my mouth with this, saying, you know what? I don't think Tim and Travis, I don't think either of them are in this, because the only scene I remembered was from the Being Tommy Dawkins, and that was the deleted scene where Tim explained that Travis went to trade. Well, and then I put my foot in my mouth in season 2 when I said the parents didn't show up again, and the mom shows up directly in the next episode, but we don't see her again. Knock on wood, because she may show up again. And interestingly enough, we haven't seen Dean yet. I won't say we're not gonna see him ever again. We haven't seen Dean yet. He is mentioned a couple times in this episode, but we haven't seen him yet. I don't know. But Merton is put together a group of carolers, sing Christmas carols to people, and Lori sucks at singing, and so Merton's gonna kick her out. Well, all of a sudden they hear a crash, and they see who appears to be Santa Claus, although he's very rude and very mean, and they help him, they fix his, Tommy's trying to talk to him, hey, you remember me from the mall? He goes, I see a lot of faces, I don't know a lot of people, And he just keeps trying to remind him, he's like, kid, I don't remember you, okay? They fix his sleigh and he goes off, only to then meet the real Santa Claus, who says that the other Santa Claus is the Anti-Claus, known as Roger, his brother. And he proves it by telling him, oh, you were Tommy Dawkins from the mall last year. You were so nervous you couldn't sit still. And Merton, you and then Lori, and here's the kicker. He knows Tommy's a werewolf. So Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out Roger stole the sleigh because he is going to put bombs and presents all over the world and blow everything up. That's a little bit because you hate Christmas. A little far for hating Christmas, just good blood. Okay. There's a small subplot where Merton wants to know what Tommy got him, and he says, I'll give you a hint. You can put 5 things in it. So he thinks it's a DVD changer. They never made a DVD player so it could hold more than one disc. It's never been a thing. CD changer, yes. I'm thinking that Danny Smith messed up the lines. We CD changer, we said DVD changer, and then it just went in there. Maybe he meant to say DVD player. Maybe, but he said changer. There's never been, as far as I know, a DVD player that can put more than one disc. CD, sure, I had a stereo. You could put 5 CDs in it. Pretty cool. Didn't stop working, so all I could do was the radio. It's okay, we used to listen to some rock and roll in my apartment, Keep the music down. I don't have the stereo anymore. Gave it to Eric, and then it went to crap. It was already crap to begin with, so, but that's fine. I got music. In this day and age, you don't really need a stereo, to be honest, but yes. And Merton finds gloves, which he thinks are his because you can put 5 things in them. Turns out, though, it's revealed later that those are actually for Dean because his fingers get blisters from holding the remote. So, makes sense, right? So, Tommy goes and he tries to stop the Anti-Claus by jumping on the sleigh. And then Anti-Claus tries to do some things shaped like candy canes, which we learn are important to steer the thing later. And the Anti-Claus falls down. And they're like, Tommy, are you okay? We saw something fall from the sleigh. He goes, that's a Roger. I laughed a little bit. I laughed a little bit. It was kind of funny. That's a Roger. Okay, that. So that was a little funny. It's a little bit funny. But yeah. But the thing is now, earlier Merton's like mad because he thinks the gloves are for him, so he gets all mad. Who needs gloves? Stupid gloves. And he has this clock that he made for Tommy that is not made of silver. So I got itch because silver burns werewolf claws. But so he gets all mad because he thinks the gloves are for him, and he's like, "What?" And Santa Claus, I think what Merton says is, "We don't need presents," and was like, it's like you don't need you don't need the PlayStation 2 I got you. And Merton doesn't need the DVD player I got him. Lori doesn't need that kickboxing bag. You're like, Tommy, you got to stay at Christmas right now, and so he does, but he can't land the thing because the candy cane things were actually like stick shifts or something to help land the thing. So he just has. So they think he is going to die. Then that's when Merton's like, I'm sorry about the clock, and I'll take the gloves. He's like, the gloves are for Dean. I was just disappointed because I put all the care and you just got me gloves. And he's like, the gloves were for Dean because of the blisters, and he's like, we got you a new coat with 5 pockets in them. One for your garlic, one for your silver nitrate darts or something, and the rest for vampire steaks. And Lori helped. Pitched in. There you go, pitched in to get it. So, yeah, so he's like, Sandy, you gotta save him. And so he tells him to decelerate and then land in the park. And all is well because Santa Claus just flies off after that. I think they fixed this lie. And then Merton, Christmas spirit, decides to leave Lori in the carolers, even though she is kind of bad. And we see Timmy Eckert again, and it starts snowing because they comment at the beginning of the episode that there's no snow. Even I said, there's no snow in this. And then I remember, oh, that's right. They do it at the end. Santa Claus made it snow. So, yeah, all around these episodes. Oh, and Roger went to therapy. I guess. A group therapy thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's a nice Christmas episode to watch. Yeah, I'm only doing 2 more tonight, and I'll do the last 11 tomorrow. But so I'll try to finish tomorrow. Hopefully, I can do it. Most likely, yes. And then in the last video, I'll explain my next project, which is going to be a short one to kind of bridge the gap from the next 2 projects that I'm doing. So anyway, next one. Damn it!